Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Below the Blade coming at you, and yeah, this is my first crack at making YouTube videos. I been on YouTube for a while, wanted to do this for a while, not really had the guts, so yeah, here we go. And my first attempt will be at one of my favourite games of all time, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I put about 150 hours into the original game, so needless to say I was a big fan, and when I heard this was coming out, it was an instant pre-purchase for me. This game has lived up to my expectations and more, in my opinion. It is The Binding of Isaac plus The Wrath of the Lamb plus. And that's saying a lot, because the original Binding of Isaac was such a good game in my opinion. There is one thing I'm a bit unsure of. I won't say I dislike it, but I'm unsure of compared to the original game. We'll get into that later. But for now, we will be playing just The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I will be starting a... Why is that not working? There we go. I will be starting a new file, just so that I can start fresh. I have gotten as far as beating Satan No, I've beaten Cathedral once in my normal file, I think. And I've done most of the challenges, but for this one I will be starting afresh. And yeah, just gonna see how this goes. Oh, it's weird not having catacombs. No option for catacombs would be weird. Right, anywho. Don't expect stellar gameplay. I may have put a lot of hours into it, doesn't mean I'm good. But, I don't know, might get some good items, might have a lucky first start. Okay, didn't really do anything with that, but, you know. Onwards and upwards. Magneto, an okay item. But yeah, I guess a little bit about me. My name is Dan. I am studying robotics at the University of Reading, and that's about it really. I don't know how often this is going to be. Having just gone into the swing of things, I don't really know what I'll be doing as far as YouTube goes, but hey, the best way to learn these things is by diving straight into it, and that's what we're going to do right now, but after I pop this card, because the Hierophant is actually an awesome card. I'm going to go into our first boss, which is going to be the bloody annoyance that is Dingle. I fucking hate this boss. But, oh yeah, one more thing, I am atrocious at the English language, so expect a lot of stumbling on words, because, you know, there's a reason I dropped English. And a lot of strange noises when I panic, because, you know, I'm just that sort of person. Now go away, Dingle, with your whistling. Your spitting blood. By the way, children, if you have blood in your stools, please contact your local doctor. This is a fantastic way to start off the YouTube career with a PSA. Going strong. My god, this is taking forever. There we go. Yeah, I was really impressed with the release of Wrath of the Lamb when it came. Wrath of the Lamb with Rebirth when it first came out. Having been a big fan of the original one, anyway, like I said, this was a much-awaited, 3-year-awaited sequel, and it did not disappoint. The graphics took a bit of adjustment, but you know, it's a very nice-looking game at the end of the day. I actually do prefer the sort of pixel art, but one thing I will say is that I wasn't too fond of the... Well, I'm not saying I wasn't fond. I wasn't sure if I preferred the original soundtrack, because the original soundtrack was so good. I bought it like on the off chance on a Humble Bundle, and I was just not disappointed. It was such a good soundtrack. This one is good. I just don't know if it's as good as the original. It's such a close call, because it has got some really good tracks in it. Like the Catacombs track is awesome, but is it as good as the original? I want to say yes. Is it better? I lean more towards no, but that might just be because I'm a bit biased towards the original because I put so much time into it. The new bosses and new items and stuff like that were fantastic. Fantastic addition. Haven't gotten everything yet. Not got the Golden God achievement, so you know can't hold up to everything. But from what I've played so far, haven't really run into anything I dislike apart from the bloody curse shot, and we might get into that later. But no, this game is 10 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to top notch, I'd rate it top notch. So we're just going through the basement 2, want to say catacombs, but not that lucky at the moment. Rosary Bead. Ah yes, they introduced Faith and Sin as new passive skills that you can get in the game. Don't really have a log of them like you do with the rest of them, like movement speed, shot speed, damage, range, and stuff like that. It's a passive, and I think the higher your faith, the more chance you have of spawning spirit hearts. So this passive item, the Rosary Bead, should hopefully spawn me some usable stuff as we destroy rooms. I'm going to try for the secret room here. Yeah. What we got? No keys. Not very useful for me really, but there we go. Sorry, buddy. Just gonna do that. For the greater good. Oh dear. Anywho, time to fight our boss. Hoping it's Pin. Monstro. Nice and easy boss still. Man, oh, the magic mushroom. I was gonna say, man, my model feels really big. I was like, oh yeah, the first item I picked. Oh, the second item I picked up. Shut up. I'm bad at maths too. It's not like I'm taking it for like a dedicated module in my subject or anything. God no. He says with the biggest dollop of sarcasm he could possibly muster. Got the safety pin. Give me some evil, which is the black heart. Black hearts are the new addition to the game that when you lose it, it's like a spirit heart. When you lose it, you can't get it back. But when you do lose it, everything in the room takes damage. They are like spirit hearts, but better. That is the easiest way to describe them. That is Pit Lord. That gives me flight. I'm going to say no. And it kills me to do so, but... Oh, let's skip the item room. Oh, that's painful. Ah. Oh well, I got a lot of damage anyway, and the safety pin's actually a good item, so I'm reluctant, but I guess happy-ish to do it. I'm reluctant, but I'll tolerate it. Oh, and there's the bloody key. Where were you, Where were you like 5 seconds ago? Oh, and these things are annoying too, because I never got it. I'm really bad at aiming the shots at their flight pattern, because they just go a little bit too slow for me, but There we go. I'm hoping that I pick up this whole rambling thing. I've been told by people I'm funny. My mum thinks I'm funny. But I'm hoping I pick up this whole commentary thing somewhat quickly. Oh my... I got this item once before, and it was with Ipecac. This is the first ever run on this file, and I get some really good items. If I die now, my friend is Vabin is never going to let me live it down, because I always boast him about how rubbish he is at the Binding of Isaac and how much better I am than him. So I can't lose this now. This is a matter of pride, and that was not the... This thing takes forever to charge, and it's beginning to annoy me. Not even going to put them out. Ooh. No! Dead cat! Oh. Dead cat, one of the possibly the worst items in the game, unless you're going to achieve guppy levels of transcendence. To anyone who's played the original Isaac or this Isaac, they will know what that means. It's when you get three or more guppy items in one game. That was silly. I get the feeling that learning to talk and play at the same time is going to be a skill that's going to take a bit of time. But no, you pick up 3 or more guppy-related items in the game, you become guppy, which means that you gain the passive ability to fly, and every single time your tier hits something, you spawn a blue fly, which combined with a new item I've mined makes you pretty much unkillable, because you will just kill anything before it has even a chance to hurt you. But, yeah, like I said, I really can't see much fault in this game. I've had some graphical issues, I've had some control issues where I'll just randomly seem to just lock up for no real reason, but apart from that, this game is easily one of my favourite games of all time. Just because it's so good. Another contender for my favourite game of all time, Dark Souls. I am the most cliche person on the internet, because, you know, who doesn't like Dark Souls? I'm not that good. Come on. Dynasty Warriors series holds a very special place in my heart, so you know that that'll probably get talked about quite a lot on here. Nah. And I've been playing Middle-earth Shadows of Mordor recently. That game, the story mode for that game was okay, and basically the gameplay of the game is the strongest point. The story mode is like, compared to the gameplay, it's like winning a 100-meter race just to almost get to the finish line and then shoot yourself in both knees. Because it was going so well up to that point, and then the final boss was a quick time event, and I just cried softly because it was going so well. Ooh, deal with the angel. Oh my god, the rosary. Oh, if I'm not Lazarus. Bloody hell, I'm having a better game on this account than I do on most of my other, on my actual file of Binding of Isaac. Oh my god. Like, I might just start playing on this one. This one's obviously, the file 2 is obviously the lucky one. Caves 2. No catacombs, at least. I really hate the catacombs. Always seems to be my, my worst level. Worse than Necropolis or, Utero. Oh, not these things. These and the bloody spiders on the wall that shoot the, like, the long-range sort of laser. Like, worst enemies in the game. Oh, and the things in Utero that, like, hide under the floor and then pop up and shoot, but they're really fast at doing it. Those are probably those are probably some of the most annoying things they've added in this game. But, yeah, I forgot how to English. Oh dear, I see this is going to take some getting used to, but, you know, with time will come practice. Oh, also, expect to see a lot of, or at least a lot of mentioning of League of Legends on this account, because that is a game that I play a lot of. Like, guaranteed pretty much every night I will play a game of League. I have played Dota. I'm not very good. Probably because I play League. Because Dota is a lot harder than League. Like, almost ridiculously harder than League, but there we go. I played a bit of Dawngate, and I'm hoping to get into the Overwatch beta when that comes out. Playing a lot of Hearthstone at the moment as well. Very excited about the Goblins and Ghouls update. That should be a good amount of fun. Just give them my wallet now. Ooh. Get an item. We got Distant Admirer? Yeah, Distant Admiration, Attack Fly. There used to be a challenge, I'm not sure if it's on this version, called Lord of the Flies, where you got every single fly upgrade, and the aim of the game was literally just to walk around things and just let them take damage from the flies. It was a bit silly. The challenges in this game actually are one of the improvements as well. They are just really just generally good fun to play. And they actually feel more like challenges, because like in the other version, in the original Binding of Isaac, you could still fire tears on a lot of the challenges, even if you had these amazing upgrades. This one, you don't get tears, like regular tears on a lot of the challenges, which makes life really hard, because you suddenly have no like backup ability, especially on the one with bloody Guppy's hairball. That one is, yeah, that was not fun. Right. Goody. This might be here for a little while. Oh, wait, no, I do a lot of damage. Oh, apart from when I do that. And just keep poking him. He's probably one of the easiest bosses in the game. He just takes an annoying amount of time to kill. Ooh, little chubby. And old bandage. HP upgrade. Get some heart. Wow. I am looking pretty... that is, yeah, pretty is not the word I'd use for that. Wow. Okay, let's just go. Let's not look at that any longer. Because, that's nothing short of terrifying. Keep skipping the dream sequences, by the way. Just, there's not really a lot to them. Little snippets of story, but doesn't really make any sense until you reach the end. This is one of the reasons why I'm not incredibly fond of the soundtrack, because the music for the depths is weird, and possibly not in a good way. I remember the music in the depths of the original Isaac to be a bit more, I don't know, chilling? No, this music's more chilling. I actually remember there being like more... It's more like music in the original Binding of Isaac. I am just making the most sense right now, I imagine. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like it's not music, it's meant to just be haunting, which I'm cool with, because it's kind of the point, I assume, but... I don't know. I just remember so many of the good tunes from the original Isaac that I feel that I might just be living in, like, my almost 20-year-old nostalgia. It's just, I don't know. I am very much looking forward to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Speaking of games that speaking of my favourite games earlier, Pokemon Emerald is easily the best Pokemon generation. I don't care what anyone else has to say about that topic. But, no, I am very much looking forward to getting my hands on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire at some point in the distant future. Ooh, odd mushroom. Does that mean I charge up? Oh, yes, I charge up faster. Thank the Lord. Oh, and I'm speedy, too. Right, going up. Oh, Christ. Those things are annoying, because they're always in, like, the worst possible rooms to have them in. Which I know is kind of the point, but, you know, they could be nice to you for once, he says. No! Stand still, for God's sake! Right. This run's going a lot easier than expected. I could do it with... No, I heard Mom. Oh, Christ. 4 hands. That's... terrifying. In every sense of the word. Pill? Oh. 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 The triple O. No, yeah, that was just a waste of time, really. Ooh, an Eternal Heart. For those who don't know, Eternal Hearts are white hearts that fill up a single heart slot that you can see at the top there. And if you manage to keep that Eternal Heart by the time you reach the next floor, you actually gain a permanent red heart. It transforms into a permanent red heart. Which, oh god, if I don't do that, I imagine I will keep for the next floor. And we'll actually make the boss fight with Mom a little bit less stressful. I hate these things. I always have to go like proper. Ooh, I have to like proper concentrate with them because I cannot. My brain just sort of can't handle their attack patterns. There we go. But yeah, I've already clocked in about 29 hours into this game, as I said, and not really experienced everything. Not like, I feel like I'm very much into unknown territory. I used to watch a lot of Northern Lion stuff, but just not enough hours in the day at university. So, also speaking of, don't know if I've already said this, but don't know about the regularity of videos because with university and the like, I don't know how often I will be able to upload. I will say though, I am part of a community channel called Winter Plus, and we are just starting out, so getting the ball rolling for the most part. But if you want to go over and subscribe, you know, we've got a couple of really good guys on there, Sam and Tom and myself, and yeah, God knows what we'll be doing in the future. We're just hoping to get things started. I'll be uploading stuff to this channel every now and again as well, just for oh, I've never actually fought this boss before. Oh, you are kidding me. Just as I said, I can't. No. Just as I said, I can't deal with these enemies' attack patterns, and it feels. What the hell? Is this like a version of the Husk, or whatever it's called? No, not the Husk. The what the? The new one. The one that the Maw, Mega Maw. That's it. Is this like a dead version of? Oh. Oh, we had the little kid that was hiding inside Mask of Infamy in his head. Ah, well that was horrifying. Ooh. Dog treat. HP up. Oh. Game's being very forgiving, and I don't know if I like it. It's being almost too kind. I may have missed the golden treasure room. Oh, Magdalene. The tank. Now that is a funny thing to play, because you can't dodge anything, but you can absorb as much damage as you want. Especially if you get something like the wafer. Makes that challenge impossibly easy. Oh, here Mom again. It's exactly the same room layout as last time. Got a key. Right, I'm gonna just try and blitz my way straight to the end as fast as possible now. Nah, I don't really need to use the arcade. Just, oh, these things! These are the things I was talking about earlier, the ones that fire the lasers. My... I can't deal. Go down here, and, yeah, go on, I'll do it. Ooh, Tammy's head, I'll take it. What's that look like with Monstrous Tooth, actually? Hold on. Oh. Well, that's boring. I was hoping it'd be something a bit more exciting than that, but, you know. God, I hope this commentary is I hope this commentary is worthwhile in some way. I know I said practice makes perfect as well, but God, it would be really nice if I was just immediately funny straight off the bat. A certain schwarm. I'm just going to give up on the whole English language thing and just think it'd be easier for everyone. A certain charm and sophistication that I bring to the table, or at least I like to think I bring to the table. Probably don't bring to the table. I'm like the empty plate at a buffet. Life analogies. I make them. Oh, the hollow. One of the easiest bosses. Because you could just literally just do this. Right, boss fight with Mum in a sec. God damn it! I got hit by the one thing that just literally moves in like the most predictable diagonal line. Oh, one of these things. Right, that was a bit easier than I thought. Right, Mom. I imagine I'm probably going to win this. I would be very surprised if I don't. Now, I'm not sure what to think of this soundtrack either, because the original, Thine Wrath I think it was called, in the original Binding of Isaac, was so good. And this is just kind of... I don't know, it's alright. Maybe I moan too much. Maybe that should be my real username, Moany Man Dan. Oh, Christ. Have I taken a hit yet? I think I have taken one.
Isaac
Yes!
was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I am told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Yay! Happy days. Or not. Well, I did not quite expect to beat the game that quickly. Wow, okay, first try. I'm gonna take it. I'm going to say it was all skill, and I'm going to say it was all me. But really, I think Monstro's Lung was the real MVP there. Good for you, Monstro. I knew when he showed up he would help me in some way. I didn't know at all. Anywho, enough of my rambling. This is Below the Blade signing off, and hopefully this was somewhat entertaining. See you later, guys.